Hello everybody, this is Mateo, and we need to go visit the police, because we can't read. So, yay for that. How old is Ness? Like, 10 maybe? So I guess he should be able to read, but... oh well. Either way, well, he really does look older, so he should be able to read, I think. Oh well. Now, you're actually supposed to talk to the head of the police department right here, but I just go straight to this room and I'm like, huh, nobody's here. Weird. Okay, well then let's head back. Oh crap, that's right, I have to talk to the police chief. So let's go talk to the police chief instead. Okay, there he is. He looks different than all the other policemen. Yes, we should be playing Nintendo games, that's what I'm doing right now, but we still want to go to Tucson, so he brings us back over here. We were just trying to beat him to the punch a little bit, but he says nope, and then he brings us in here, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, there are 5 guys here. Oh god. This is not good. We have to fight 5 of these guys? Oh boy, this is going to take a while. And they all have the boss transition as well, so they must be really powerful. Well, here we have the cop, and we have to fight him 5 times, which, oh boy, they'll probably die, well, like, turn back to normal, I guess, in 3 hits. But they can do quite a bit of damage, and with there being 5 of them, you're really going to need to make sure you're on top of your healing. And they are stronger than your average superhero, so, oh god. They are able to spin webs better than Spider-Man, and, make claws larger than Wolverine, and stuff like that. Oh, not good. Yeah, because I just happened to win that battle, which, lucky me, I survived with 1 HP, and I can go on to the next one. The problem is, I only have 1 HP. So I need to hurry up and heal and hope I go first. Otherwise, kinda screwed. So that's the rolling HP counter in this game. Notice how it rolls up. If you take a bunch of damage, like let's just say you take 200 damage, but you manage to kill the enemy quickly enough, and your HP is rolling down so it's minus 200. Let's just say you had 500 HP at the time, so it's going down to 300. But if you beat the enemy quick enough and win the battle, your HP amount will just stop at where it's at early. So you could have very well have only taken 50 damage off of an attack that should have done 200, because you finished the battle quickly. But in that case, because I actually won the battle even though I was supposed to die, they gave me 1 HP and I can continue on. Which rarely happens, but yeah, it was very, very nice and helpful, and hopefully this guy doesn't take us out with his nuclear suplex attack. It seems like the cops are holding back on us a bit because they do have the nuclear suplex attack. They really don't. The crushing chop is their most powerful attack, and me missing right there was very, very bad. But yeah, crushing chop does about 30, the regular attack will do about 10, and he likes his crushing chops. And they really don't waste turns either. There's no like cop eats a donut or something like that. So we just need to life up, and now he does a regular attack. Thank you so much, cop. And he turns back to normal. And one more. This is taking a while, actually. But this is kind of hard. Oh, nice, okay. Well, didn't you just pass your boss? I mean, isn't he, like, the police chief? Oh, Super Ultra Mambo Tango Foxtrot attack, or whatever it was. Oh god, now we are fighting Captain Strong. And boy is he strong. So I managed to get out of that with enough PP to get off 1 PSI gaming. So that's very good. But this guy, he can lose his temper, which will raise his offense, and hopefully he will waste his turns doing that and never actually use it, which is fantastic that he did that. But other than that, I think he just has a regular attack, and I think that's pretty much it. He might be able to lower your guts, maybe, but other than that, nothing really that dangerous. It's just when he gets off a whole bunch of offense boosts, and then he attacks you. Luckily, I killed him quickly enough, and he didn't actually attack me, he just kept on raising his offense. So, not nearly as bad as what it usually is. And now that we've beaten all them, we have proven that we are strong enough, and he will open up the road to Tucson, so we can move on, finally. Okay, so that's that. He's not going to question us. He knows that we're powerful. We kind of used psychic powers. So, it's not going to be like most superhero movies where the people with superpowers are hated by the police and they're seen as a vigilante, or they're just not liked in the slightest. Doesn't that seem to be like how superhero movies recently are like? I mean, it seems like with the majority of them, the police are against them, but then at some point the superhero like saves one of them or something, and then they're like, oh hey, this guy's actually good, despite the fact that he has already beaten up many criminals for us. I don't get it, but whatever. So if you came back down here earlier where those policemen are, the road would be blocked off, and you wouldn't be able to go here. And apparently I somehow saw an enemy there earlier, I didn't see it now, but oh well. Just more black antoids, so still easy. And these guys is the escape mouse. He will be used as an item, and when you use him as an item in a dungeon, he will bring you back to the entrance. So that's pretty nice to quickly teleport out if you are having trouble or you need to heal or whatever. There we go, some more black antoids, or maybe they're attack slugs. I can't really tell. One of the two. And here we have the most annoying enemy in this part in the game. The rambling evil mushroom. Now luckily, I got a smash attack that time around. However, the rambling evil mushroom can use an attack. Pretty much every enemy can use an attack. I really shouldn't list that as one of their options, but oh well. But the annoying thing about them, well, you see how I now have a mushroom on top of my head? Yeah, that's the annoying thing that they do. In battle, it works kind of like confusion in Pokemon, where you might hit yourself or a teammate or something like that, although we don't have teammates right now. Or you... well, that's pretty much it. It just works as like a confusion type thing, kind of, I think. Pretty sure. But while in the field, like right now, it inverts your controls in some way. It just makes it so that each direction is different than what it's supposed to be. And it changes it like every minute or so as well. So at one point it could be left is right, right is left, up is down, down is up. But then it could change it to like up is left, right is up. Just weird things. It basically turns your controls like 90 degrees to what it's supposed to be, 180 or 270 degrees. Or they could be normal every once in a while, which is very helpful. But if you ever see me like kind of stutter with my steps, that's because my controls just got changed and I'm trying to figure it out. But really it's just more annoying than anything. And I just hate traveling with it. Yeah, see, there we go, that's my controls changing again. Or I just couldn't figure out which way was left, one of the two. Yeah, I think they definitely got changed right there. Either that or I gave up going in that direction. Actually, I gave up going in that direction. And for whatever reason, I can never remember where the hospital is in this town. It's actually in the top right, I'm pretty sure. And we are getting attacked by another policeman, which are just like the cops that we fought earlier. And there we have a hippie, which I hope I fought one of those guys. I'm pretty sure I did eventually. But yeah, right now I am just trying to find the freaking hospital, because I want to get rid of this mushroom ASAP, and you have to go to the hospital to do that. The doctor won't heal it though. There's actually a guy that is located in most, if not all, hospitals, as well as other locations. He has blue hair and he's balding at the top. If you remember, he's actually the guy in Mother, the first game of the series, that would restore your PP and stuff like that in that game. And he would like restore diamondized or something like that, revive your allies. Maybe. No, I don't think he did that. Well, he's the guy with the blue hair in that game, and he's back in this game. He relieves status ailments that the hospital wouldn't normally heal, like this mushroom or diamondized. Really, the hospital only heals unconsciousness and colds. So, there you go. And this is Paula's father and mother, and Paula had a dream about me. Totally not creepy or anything, and they're not going to question it. In fact, they're just going to give Paula to me. Except, she's not here. Which means we have to go find her, while we have a mushroom on our head. They're not going to question a boy with shrooms on his head at all. Nope. Not going to question that, or why he even possesses shrooms. Maybe he aspires to be Mario, you don't know. Okay, well again, trying to figure out the controls. What's extremely annoying with this thing though, is that if you enter a room, and then you like press the forward button so you move forward, but it turns out that that direction is actually backwards, and you go back in the door again and you exit the room that you had just entered, and you have to figure out right at that doorway what the controls are, and it's just a mess. Okay, so let's give him a cookie, because I have so many of those and those only heal 6 or 7 HP. Okay, so we have to invest money in his inventions. $200 might seem like a lot, but you actually have to do that in part of the story. He's actually a pretty important character. And the mouse is now going to hold us hostage, oh boy. And we get the receiver phone, which isn't used a whole lot. It's mostly used by the Apple Kid when he tells you when one of his new inventions is completed, which is helpful to the story. Or your dad could also call you if you haven't saved in a very long time and be like, hey, you haven't saved in a long time, you might want to hurry up and do that and take a break. Or something. But anyways, cutting until I eventually find the freaking hospital, my god. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, now I have to try to get back in the door. How does one enter a door? There we go. And now let's not accidentally exit. Oh my god. Okay, door, thank you. There we go. And now, there we go, we can movement. Yeah, here's the guy with the blue hair and the blue mustache. So, yeah, it kind of looks like he just has a huge blue buck tooth from this angle. And I think he actually pays you for the mushroom, like he gives you $50 for it. Although I might be wrong. Well, either way, you pay some money or he pays you, you get rid of mushroom, and you are extremely happy. Like, finally you have free reign of your controls again. Okay, so now that we've done that, see, it's just kind of like sticking out of everything else in town, and we got hit by another car. But it's just kind of like away from everything else, so I don't think to look there. Here we have the hotel, which is more expensive than the On-It one, but we don't have easy access to Mom's house, so we can't go there for a free heal, especially since we have to go past the Rambling Evil Mushrooms. I'll pay the extra money in order to get healed up rather than have to travel all the way back there. So there's that. And then there's a bike store near here, which you can get a bicycle from there, which is kind of neat, and you can ride it around and it would be faster. But I'm pretty sure you can only use it in towns, and you might only be allowed to go to the sidewalk. Maybe, or you could go anywhere, I don't really remember. I just know that I don't really use it, because it takes up an inventory space. And especially right now when you only have one character, inventory is kind of a problem, having free inventory. So you really have to only have the essentials that you need. And here we have a random guy. And a boss battle. Because we just happened to pass his house. Well, here is Everdread. He can knit his brow to waste a turn, and he has the regular attacks as always. I really should just stop mentioning that. He can steal stuff, and I'm pretty sure he can also lower your guts in some way. And so far he's only managed to land one hit, and I'm pretty sure he's almost dead. Yeah, there we go. Now why I didn't just spam gaming, I have no idea, but oh well, he's not that bad anyways. Although, granted, he's the only enemy that we're going to see for a while in this area. I could have very well done that, but I didn't want to bother, I guess. A guy in a blue outfit and something else that I didn't even read? Interesting. Well, our next objective is to save Paula. So, yay for that. Now, these guys sell a whole bunch of weird things that I really don't care about. That guy with the eggs, you can go ahead and buy those eggs and then hatch them and sell them as a chicken for a profit. So there you go. And here we have the New Age Retro Hippie. If you remember from Mother, you fought the hippies, kind of rare enemy back then, but they're back in this game, and they are still awesome. But that is it for this part, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.